All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Double honors to the elders of GMS.
Double honors to elders of GMS.
Salute all you brothers on the highways and byways that's pushing the truth and sincerity and the strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Man, we out here to wake up the 12, the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah the so-called Negroes, Levi the so-called Haitians, Benjamin the so-called West Indians, Ephraim the so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh the so-called Cubans, Reuben the so-called Seminole Indians, Issachar so-called Mexican Indians, Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, Simeon so-called Dominican Indians, Asher, Colombia to Uruguay, Naphtali is Argentina to Chile. These are the 12, Gad, the so-called North American Indians. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, who 1/3 Yahushua is coming to redeem. And the way he's coming to redeem is going to show his power through the left-hand side. It's Esau. And Esau's nuclear weapon arsenal. He's going to have them destroy each other. Also, he's going to destroy 2/3 of Israel. You're going to see the glory of the Lord coming into chariots in that day when those nukes are being fired. And before that takes place, martial law has got to take place. And through the Spirit, that's what we're going to try to bring out a few scriptures, read a few executive orders on martial law. Because that has to take place before the nukes get shot and the coming of the Lord.
Right.
So we're going to start out, we're going to read the FEMA executive orders. This is FEMA executive orders.
Yeah, those are the FEMA executive orders. Well, you can go on Google and get those. The elders brought that out a long time ago, as well as other brothers, as well as we have. You know, before our other sites got deleted, before we had this site. Alright? So other brothers bring it out, as well as, you know, like I said, the elders brought it out a long time ago.
Now these are FEMA executive orders. You have some executive orders also that were brought out by President Kennedy. He brought out some of them too. So you can type in his name, executive orders, if you want to read some of those that Kennedy brought out. Now, this is FEMA executive orders, originally conceived in the Richard Nixon administration.
Now you would say that was conceived a long time ago, but this is the thing. Those orders that they had a long time ago, they enacting them today. Alright.
This is Executive Order 12656, appointed the National Security Council as the principal body that should consider emergency powers. This allows the government to increase domestic intelligence and surveillance of U.S. citizens and would restrict guarantee under the Constitution.
Right, because you know they already got cameras. They got cameras on your phone. They tap your phone. You know, that's what they do. They really watching Jake, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? But that's what they doing. They spying you out. That's why you got cameras on top of the stop sign. I mean, on top of the stop lights, on top of poles, things of that nature, because they're watching the masses of people, and mainly the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And seize property of those suspected of being drug dealers to individuals who participate in public protests or demonstrations.
Public protests or demonstrations. You got that going on now. But amongst them demonstrations, if you got Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in there, they watching them mainly. Because they know them elites, bankers, the Rothschilds and the bankers know that the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the chosen people.
Under emergency plans already in existence, the power exists to suspend the Constitution and turn over the reins of government to FEMA.
That's right, because your Constitution did. You ain't got that, man. All right.
And appointing military commanders to run state and local governments. FEMA then would have the right to order the detention of anyone whom there is reasonable grounds to believe will engage in or probably conspire with others to engage in acts of espionage or sabotage.
You see?
The plan also organized the establishment of concentration camps.
Yeah, espionage means basically you people who are spying you out, spies or you know, whatever. All right.
The plan also authorized the establishment of concentration camps for the detaining the accused, but no trial.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no trial. Why? Because that Constitution is dead. When these executive orders are enacted full-fledged, you ain't gonna have no talking about you gonna go to court and go before the judge, the so-called judge, who got that Saturnalian priesthood robe on, symbolic that they worship Saturn. All right.
A depression in which tens of millions are unemployed and without finance resources, or a major environmental disaster.
So that's happening right now. You know, earthquakes in diverse places. You got people that's unemployed on a mass scale, and at the top of that unemployment list is the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And now you got these Edomites, which are these so-called white people, losing their job, and that's why you got them out there protesting against the elites. But that's all set up. The Most High got them stirred up on the left-hand side. But the end game is they're gonna be thrown in concentration camps.
The plan also advocated the rolling up and transfer to symbol centers or relocation camps of at least 21 million American Negroes in the event of a massive rioting or disorder, not unlike the rounding up of the Jews in Nazi Germany in the 1930s.
Show them that so they can see that. Go over there and show them that what you just read. Point out the part where it says Negroes.
We can get it on there. Let's see. Right there. 21 million. Right there.
You know?
21 million American Negroes.
So that's just what it's gonna be. Alright? That's what it's gonna be. Now again, we reading out the executive orders, so we know Jake got a short attention span.
It says, here are just a few executive orders associated with FEMA that will suspend the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The executive orders have been on record for nearly 30 years and could be enacted by the stroke of a president's pen.
Obama signing everything. He ain't put down the pen. He's signing in everything, man. He ain't put down no pen. You see? While y'all partying, Obama signing everything to destroy the so-called Constitution. You know? But, like I say, and like the rest of the brothers GMS tried to tell you, he's not your people. He's a Hamite. He's an Ethiopian. Alright? A Cushite.
Executive Order 10995 allows the government to seize and control communication media.
Now let's examine that. Allowed to control communication and the media. First, they're going to demonize the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans and say they terrorists because that's the way they program it on CNN and Fox News. Then they're gonna control their internet and shut the internet down from the truth coming out. But that's the family of the word. They fulfilling prophecy. All right?
Executive Order 10997 allows the government to take over all electrical power, gas, petroleum, fuel, and minerals.
Yeah, you ain't going to no gas station. When they declare martial law, you ain't going to get no gas. They gonna shut down what else? Water?
It says electrical power, gas, petroleum, fuel, and minerals.
Yeah, all the substance gonna be cut off, man. All your substance gonna be cut off. Phones gonna be cut off, the whole nine. It's gonna be total lockdown. Okay?
Executive Order 11003 allows the government to take over all airports and aircraft, including commercial aircraft.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to fly out of here like Bubble Eyes, you know, try to tell you to do. Bubble Eye Blackfish tell you to do. Who always debating with them so-called Jews, because he'll tell you, look, you need to fly up out of here, or you gonna be able to escape. The government gonna shut down all that. You ain't gonna be able to get no helicopter. You ain't gonna be able to get in no boat. You ain't gonna be able to get in your private jet. You ain't gonna be able to get no gas, no fuel to fuel that jet, no nothing. Gonna be total lockdown. Okay?
Executive Order 11004 allows the Housing and Finance Authority to relocate communities.
Yeah, they gonna snatch you out your house. Snatch you out of it and relocate you. Where? In concentration camps. Alright?
Build new housing with public funds. Designate areas to be abandoned and establish new locations for populations.
Yeah. Them new houses that they built is a concentration camp. You know? That's where you people going in. Concentration camps. When they declare martial law, full-fledged martial law. But we already in the police state. Alright?
Executive Order 11005 allows the government to take over railroads, inland waterways, and public storage facilities.
Like I was saying, you ain't gonna be able to drive your boat. You ain't gonna be able to go in the water and drive your boat, hop on the train. You ain't gonna be able to do that. And whatever you got in your storage house, say for instance you got food in there, that's gonna be on lockdown. You know where you put your furniture at and stuff, you know. Where you got food stored up in there, that's gonna be on total lockdown. You ain't gonna be able to get to go to the storage.
Yep, like seaports too.
Seaports, same thing with boats. They're gonna control the food that's coming in and the food that's going out, and that's gonna cause a famine right there. You see?
Executive Order 11051 specifies the responsibility of the Office of the Emergency Planning and gives authorization to put all executive orders into effect in times of increased international tensions.
Oh, that's right now.
In financial crisis.
Read that again.
Executive Order 11051 specifies the responsibility of the Office of Emergency Planning and gives authorization to put all executive orders into effect in times of increased international tensions and economic and financial crisis.
That's what's happening now. It's not so-called America, aka Babylon, aka Egypt, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, intentions with everybody. They're always yelling on CNN and Fox, which they control, them elite control. Terrorists are everywhere. Domestic terrorists, everywhere. So the tensions are in the air. That's what it is. Okay? So we laying out to you what them elites and what type of laws they got going on. You know? Or we laying it out. Read it again out of it. Yeah, read that one again. So y'all get it. Because I know they got a small attention span, man. I mean, the short attention span.
Executive Order 11051 specifies the responsibility of the Office of Emergency Planning and gives authorizations to put all executive orders into effect in times of increased international tensions and economic and financial crisis.
It's not the debt over 16 trillion. You see? That's a financial crisis. The debt is over 16 trillion, man.
At certain ages,
you know, the value of the dollar is done, man. The purchasing power of it is done, man. Ben Bernanke, them, you know where he got the order from the elites to pass QE3, quantitative easing, for 3 years. So that's that. And America ain't gonna last that long. Cause we on the brink, man.
Any day now.
Any day now, man. It's gonna happen, man. The Most High said it, and it's gonna happen. And those prophecies supposed to come to pass because martial law supposed to happen, and martial law is mentioned in the scriptures. That's why we're reading the executive orders to show you, and then after that we're gonna go to the scriptures and prove to you that it's in the scriptures. All right.
The first targets in all FEMA emergency would be Hispanics and blacks. The FEMA orders call for them to be rounded up and detained. Tax protesters, demonstrators against government military intervention outside U.S. borders, and people who maintain weapons in their homes are also targets. Operation Trojan Horse is a program designed to learn the identity of potential opponents to martial law.
Which they know, just like the brothers on the highways and byways, they know who we are. They already got that mapped out. We just said it. That's Operation Trojan Horse. Which your brothers ain't got no guns because that's carnal. We depend on Yahweh Shem Shot. And what else does it say?
It says, the program lures potential protesters into public forums conducted by a hero of the people who advocate survival training. So
those people who out there protesting, they got agents among them. We just read it. And like I said, from the beginning, those agents out there to spy out the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, their identity. Because they know that the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are the chosen people. But is a preface before speak, meaning the introduction, meaning the introduction about what I'm about to say before I say it. That's what the word but means. It don't mean whatever I said before that, just disregard it. Because that's what Esau say. When you look up the word but, it's a preface, mean before speak, meaning the introduction of what I'm gonna say. Alright? But the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and elect out of them. That's what I was gonna say, the elect out of them.
The list of names gathered at such meetings or rallies are computerized and then targeted in case of emergency.
See? Put that up there so you can see. And let's talk about the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. That right there.
Forgot all about it.
And then you people out there would say, oh, I can't stand them GMS brothers. I can't stand them. They too rude, they too loud, they this and that. Well, guess what? You think Esau care about that? Because Esau know you the children of Israel, and he know 2/3 of y'all not gonna make it. Y'all are terrorists. So while you running your mouth, that's who we coming to round up. Even when you come on the video and put up comments, he's still marking. That's surveillance on you. Even though you don't like it, what we're saying, still you mark. No matter what you do. Esau know you're a Hebrew Israelite, but he don't care because he's an Edomite and he gonna kill you. You know, but like I said, only 2/3, according to the scriptures, gonna be destroyed, and the elect gonna make it out of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So you all terrorists. Even if you ain't coming on the highways and byways, you still a terrorist.
The scenarios established to trigger FEMA into action are generally found in the society today. Economic collapse, civil unrest, drug problems, terrorist attacks, and protests against American intervention in a foreign country. All these premises exist. It could only be a matter of time in which one of these triggers are the entire emergency necessary to bring FEMA into action. And then it may be too late, because under the FEMA plan, there is no contingency by which constitutional power is restored.
No constitution, but you ain't got that now. Just dead. All right, give me Luke 19. Yeah, because I want to edify this. So this is what's coming to you. Martial law. You see? And they're going to have guillotines in them concentration camps. See that guillotine right now? They're going to be you people up under it, because Esau going to take you out. He's going to take your head off.
Book of Luke 19:42. Saying, if thou hadst known, even thou at the least in this day, thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. For the days shall come unto thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench round about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee on every side.
Yup. That's Luke 19.
And it shall, they
jump up, Salaki. But I won't jump up to about 42.
Yeah.
Jump about 40.
Luke 19:40.
That's what I wanted, Luke 19:40.
And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these shall hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out.
Who are the stones? The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And elect out of them. Because pursuing the Hebrews 2:11, you are the brother. Okay? You are the brother. Okay? I read that again in 40.
Luke 19:40. And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these shall hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. And when he was come near,
yeah, the stone would immediately cry out. The elect. So if the brothers wasn't on the highways and byways and one warning about the upcoming event, when it happened, they'd be crying out. But we warning you. So we getting the blood off our hand. Okay?
And when he was cried near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou hast known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now are hid from thine eyes. Yeah,
because it's going to become a point that we're not going to be out here and telling you. You ain't going to see no more YouTube videos. You ain't going to see no more none of that. Because that day going to be at hand. It's going to be right there up on you. And the Most High going to make sure that Esau complete everything that he needs to do according to the scriptures. Okay? Alright, so like I said, we didn't, like the scripture said, I mean, if we didn't come out here and tell you, that what you'd be hollering talking about. Why nobody didn't tell us? You see? Where's our leaders at? Which they gone, they sold out to the, you know, Al Sharpton and Jesse, Jesse Jackson. They ain't with you. They ain't gonna tell you what the government is planning, and they know. You see? So your leaders, you're looking at your leaders, the brothers on the highways and byways, teaching this truth and sincerity, and coming out these scriptures, whether you like it or not. You know? All right.
Verse 43, for the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee around, and keep thee on every side. And shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee. And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation.
Because the elect gonna know, but 2/3 of our people ain't gonna know. It's gonna be a surprise. You see? So that's why we are here warning. Let you know. And your kids, they're gonna be separated from you. They gonna take them. They might take them. They might take them from New York somewhere to Virginia, or from New York to Florida, or from California to North Carolina, or something like that, man. They gonna snatch your kids, man. You're not gonna have your kids in that day. They gonna separate you, because that's how Esau get down, and that's how the Most High planned it. You know?
Isaiah 30:1.
And Salakia, and then it's something to happen while your kids at school, to where you'll never see your kids again. You see? Just come up on you, boom, like that.
Evacuate them all out. Y'all never know nothing.
Y'all never know nothing. Your kids gone. So that's what it's gonna be in the day of power. I don't know. We read the scriptures, man. We read the scriptures. Go back to what you're talking about.
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh.
That's just like him. He come up. Instead of us, he asking us what we doing out here. How can he get saved? He trying to go to some building. That's why the scriptures say, woe to the rebellious children. Woe to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Destruction. Okay?
That take counsel, but not of me.
Yup. Why you ain't taking counsel of the Most High? Because you're not coming to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and seeking out these scriptures and not listening to the man of the Lord that's on the streets teaching. Because the rest of them clowns teaching everybody can be saved, and then they not telling you the Most High name, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright?
But not of me, and that covered with the covering, but not of my spirit,
right?
That they may add sin to sin.
They may add sin to sin, iniquity on iniquity. And then you thinking by you doing that, the Most High not going to punish you. You thinking to yourself, oh, I'm going to get away scot-free. You have made a covenant with the Most High in the ancient, and you forgot about it. And he going to punish you because you didn't keep the covenant. So that's why 2/3 of our people gotta die. That's why the dude come up here and ask, where is so and such and such? Where is that? He didn't want to hear the word. That's why he drove off. That's why I said we're reading the Bible. He took off. Alright?
Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Who is the mouth? The men on the highways and byways. You see, the Most High spake to the nation of Israel always in diverse manners. Sometimes in dreams, like it tell you in the book of Job, and sometimes through the men on the highways and byways, speaking. So that's what it is. That's how you get the Most High counsel. By the men that's out here speaking. In the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, the strength of Pharaoh. Who the kings today? The elites. The DuPonts, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Warburgs, those banking families. Those are the kings today. Esau, so-called white man. And what's the shadow? The lifestyle. You see, this way of life. You want to continue to trust in this way of life, in that military might, and everything else contrary to the scriptures. Because America is contrary to the scriptures, and America is known as Egypt. You see?
Isaiah 30:12-13. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel,
right?
Because you despise His word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
All right, read that again for me.
This is Isaiah 30:12-13. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise His word,
right,
and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
Yeah, in a confused state, sleep. You see, not trying to seek out the truth. You trust in a confused state and staying asleep and oppression. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right.
Verse 13. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
It's gonna happen at an instant, man. So you trust in this way of life, and you're trying to go to so-called America to get assistance and trying to make it in this society.
Jesus was on something.
It's gonna happen to you. Quick, fast, in the area.
Picture 2,000 years ago, they prayed for 2,000 years. Then when they come back,
down the street,
knock down the whole Babylon. When they come back, knock down the whole, like the Louis Farrakhan said, the Antichrist gonna have the mark of Cape across his head. That means he's gonna be a brother of Sept. He's gonna be a gangster disciple. He's gonna be for the 6-point star. Cause Jesus from Edom, Esau the 4. But the Israelites stole Esau's blessing and they stole his birthright. Osama bin Laden was Jesus Christ, man.
He got a brain.
Believe that.
He went from this scatterbrain. Hey, he went from this scatterbrain, like I said, he went from Osama bin Laden. He went from going on down the street. He went from Osama bin Laden. He went from Farrakhan. Then he sit there and say Israel stole Jacob. Yeah, he said Israel stole Jacob. Esau's blessing. You see, he's sitting there saying all this stuff. He in a confused state. Then he said he anti-Semitic, which he's an Edomite, and he don't even know his own nationality because the Esau come out of the line of Shem. You see, so that's.
And he got a Jake running with him.
See,
Gonna be destroyed.
That's why we don't listen to these people, man.
Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow down themselves.
Who are the keepers of the house? Those corporate